Hey, it's nice to meet you. What do you do? I'm building a technology company and we're currently in the fundraising stage. I help entrepreneurs be more bold in business. That sounds interesting. What exactly does that mean? Well, it varies based on the situation, and I actually find it's most helpful if I put it in the context of your business. So would it be okay if I asked you some questions and we used your business as an example? Sure. Cool. As we go, I might ask you some coaching questions or offer some reflections based on what I hear. Would that be okay? Yeah, that's fine. Cool. So if you're fundraising, I imagine you have to be bold all of the time. Is that true? Absolutely. Nice. And if you're like most people, I also imagine that sometimes being bold feels normal and neutral, and other times it feels more intimidating. Is that also correct? That's definitely true too. Great. So can you give me an example of a challenging conversation, one you just had or one that's coming up? Sure. I actually have a daunting conversation coming up next week. Perfect. Let's talk about that. This is a new level for me. I'm asking for double what I've ever asked for before, and it's making me a little bit nervous. I don't want them to think that I'm overreaching, and it's going to be a really big deal if it comes through. What feels daunting about it? I'm playing a bigger game than I ever have, and it's really scary. That makes sense. When you imagine making this ask as the most courageous version of yourself, what do you see? The most courageous version? I guess I would explain why we deserve that level of investment. All right, cool. And here comes one of those coaching reflections that I mentioned. When you said that, I noticed that your shoulders slumped and you looked down at the ground. Could you try saying it again and thinking about your posture and holding yourself high as you say it? Okay, I didn't even notice I was doing that. All right, the boldest version of me would express why we deserve that level of investment without hesitation. How did that feel? It's funny, that actually felt a lot better. I wasn't even aware that I was slouching before. Amazing. And what would help you tap into this bold version of yourself as you go into the conversation? I think I need to be crystal clear on our growth potential. And normally I rely on our chief financial officer for that sort of thing, but he actually won't be there. And I guess I could have him quiz me and run me through the numbers and even practice with him before I go in. I think that would make me feel a lot better, and I'd be able to hold myself in the way that we talked about, feeling more confident that those numbers are second nature. Great insight. Hey, what are you getting from this conversation so far? Well, I've never thought about my body language during a pitch, and I'm seeing now that it's important, and I'm realizing that I can prepare for it. So it sounds like you're ready to be more bold in business? Yeah, this is cool work, and apparently it's helpful. Do you have a card? Sure. Actually, I'm really interested in what you do, and I'm wondering if you'd be open to picking a time where we could talk more about it and see if there's a way I might be able to help you. Can we get that on the calendar? That sounds good.